Dearly beloved in Jesus Christ, welcome to the reflections of 6th Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year C. Today's Gospel speaks about the Beatitudes according to the evangelist Luke. There is a pensive narration about Beatitudes by an unknown author, and the narration goes as follows. Jesus taught his disciples, and the people gathered around him, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the meek, blessed are they who mourn, blessed are the merciful, blessed are they who thirst for justice. Blessed are you when persecuted, blessed are you when you suffer. Be glad and rejoice, for your reward will be great in heaven." Immediately, Simon Peter spoke up and said, "Do we have to write this stuff down?" Andrew asked, "Are we supposed to remember this?" James piped in, "Will we be tested on this?" Philip questioned, "What if we don't understand?" Bartholomew inquired, "Is this an assignment to turn in?" John said, "The other disciples did not have to learn this." And Judas Iscariot questioned, "What does this have to do with real life anyway?" And Jesus wept. Dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, notice the reactions of the disciples to the teachings of the Beatitudes. Similarly, many of us either don't understand or misunderstand the Beatitudes. Dear friends, in simple terms, Beatitudes are all about being, not doing. That's why the theologians would say Beatitudes are not conditions to become Christians, but they are evaluatory norms to become better Christians. Matthew's account of the Beatitudes has a spiritual notation, for we hear, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." But Luke speaks of them in plain human language, for we read in Luke, "Blessed are you who are poor, hungry, sorrowful, and despised." Therefore, Luke's account of the Beatitudes sound ridiculous to normal human person. They sound quite opposite to human calculations. Philosopher Nietzsche was clever enough to see the terrible truth in the Beatitudes. What Jesus proposes is a bald reversal of human nature. Nietzsche knew that every last of us wants wealth abounding and a full stomach. We dread suffering and tears. Being hated and insulted by others is among our greatest nightmares. But Jesus deemed such conditions blessed. We need to rejoice if we are poor and hungry. We are to take delight in our tears and accept gladly our rejections by the powers of the age. This outright rejection of natural wisdom and desire so infuriated Nietzsche that he raged at those who might dare to follow Christ, saying, "Not contentment, but more power. Nor peace at any price, but war. Not virtue, but efficiency." He even dared to say, "The weak shall perish," is the first principle of humanity. Nietzsche realized that there is something in Christianity dreadfully at odds with our natural impulse. But if we allow the ways and words of Jesus to have their full force and vitality, we will realize that there is a higher wisdom that confounds all human categories. We too often tend to look at Beatitudes as empirical realities, as Nietzsche did, and undermine the value of the teaching of Jesus. Dear friends, Prophet Jeremiah in the first reading thinks in line with Jesus when he says, "We are cursed if we trust in humans." Jeremiah, whether we like it or not, in some profound sense was right. We cannot put our trust in humanity and human norms completely, because God's norms are higher than human thinking. St. Paul in today's second reading also expresses his faith not in terms of human reality of death, but in eschatological reality of the resurrection. Therefore, it is God's norm that is always beyond human understanding. Hence, comprehend the Beatitudes in spiritual sense and be blessed. Dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, secondly, Beatitudes are blessings in disguise. The world sees blessings in riches and wealth. Apparently, the poor are the cursed ones. But poverty in itself is a virtue. Remember the poor Lazarus at the gate of rich man. Lazarus did nothing exceptional to win the Abraham's bosom. Therefore, poverty, hunger, sorrow, etc. are the future blessings which disguise themselves as present sorrows. Therefore, embrace the present sorrows joyfully in Christ. We will have life in Christ in the days to come ahead. In conclusion, today's liturgy of the word teaches us two important notions. The first, Beatitudes are all about being, not doing. Therefore, they are not conditions to become Christians, but norms to be better Christians. The second, Beatitudes are blessings in disguise. Let God bless us all.